Hello, everyone. I'm Sue Wadden. I'm the Director of Color Marketing for the Sherwin-Williams Company, and I'm here today doing our fourth installment of Facebook Live with my friend Courtney Lake from Pottery Barn.
Hey, everyone.
We're here to talk about all things cool in 2018 and 2019 in color trends, but I'm particularly excited to have you here to give us a sneak peek on Pottery Barn's great trends. It's always so beautiful, so hopefully we'll be able to capture that.
No, we are so excited to be here, first and foremost, so thank you for having us.
Absolutely.
And two, I'm telling the team now, I'm sorry, I'm going to basically share all of our stuff for 2019 with us.
That's all right, we'll take it, we'll take it. So what we love the most about Facebook Live is the ability to interact with our viewers live. So if you have questions, comments, if you love something, if you always wanted to know something about Sherwin-Williams colors or Pottery Barn design, please feel free to log into the comment section and ask away. We'll be talking probably for about 20 to 30 minutes, so hope you enjoy it. But I guess I want to start with what I want to know is tell us what's great about 2018 fall, winter, and into 2019.
I mean, it's like the team has been fantastic. It's like they travel the world. Our EVP of Development Design, Monica Vergarva, it's like her team literally travel the world. This year they went to the City of Lights. It's like Paris.
Amazing, amazing.
Exactly. It's like you can't help but be inspired when you go to Paris. And they were really struck by Paris has this wonderful modernity and antiquity that happens. It's like with it, in particular at the Picasso Museum, where they spent a lot of time and they studied the architecture, the light, the trim work and detail. And I think what you're going to see in 2018 and into 2019 really is the development of what they saw there and how they applied it to the furniture as well as the color.
Which is amazing because one of the trends that we're talking about in 2019 is inspired by Paris. So I'm excited to hear more about that. But I think we want to start with a key color. We're going to talk about 5 or 6 colors today that are really going to be iconic for next year. And let's start with Triton Black.
So Triton Black is our interpretation of black, and you see on the screen right now, it has this fantastic room with this beautiful caramel couch, which I think that really encapsulates what we're talking about. It's really on trend. Because A, it's not a true black. There's a softness to it. There's a lot of gray, as you were saying earlier.
Absolutely, right. It's just got a trace amount of color in it, so it's softer.
It's softer and it's livable.
Yep.
But more importantly, as you see, it really allows anything you put against it really to become to the forefront and stay in the front. It goes really well with the blues and taupes and silvers that you're going to see in a lot of our product pairings into holiday 2018 to 2019. It contrasts with wood. It looks great with leather. And honestly, it's an unexpected backdrop for holiday. Now imagine all your twinkle lights and your tree and the green is like there. It's not your traditional winter white. It's this really great way, an unexpected way of doing holiday, but throughout the entire year.
Absolutely, and we're seeing black as a key neutral in combination with our next color that we're going to talk about, which I'm very excited about, drum roll, our 2019 color of the year, Cavern Clay. So what can I say about Cavern Clay? It's a very beautiful terracotta that I almost see as a neutral. It's not orange, right? It's a softened version of orange, which you can see on the screen here. I love it for its versatility. You can obviously use this in a bedroom or a dining room or a workspace or a kitchen. Maybe it's your kitchen island. But that's one of the key factors about this color. It is a color, but it's really balanced and works well with neutrals.
I mean, I think it also works well. I just got back from Palm Springs, and you see this color in nature. And again, you have to think about if it works in nature, it's going to work in your home.
Absolutely, it's stunning. It's just it's a gorgeous color. So we got a question from a viewer, Caitlin, and she asks, how would Cavern Clay work with my dark wood floors? Again, I'll just reinforce the idea. Cavern Clay is a natural color. It's this sort of dusky clay-baked color that pairs really, really well with wood, whether it's dark wood floors or distressed wood or gray wood or cerusing, something that we were talking about earlier, which we'll touch on just in a minute. So again, its versatility is in that it goes very well with all sorts of finishes, natural materials, sisal. So again, you can see in this image, natural rug, white bedding. It's a beautiful combination. So we have another question that I'm going to tee up to you, Courtney. What color furniture goes best with the color of the year?
I love the fact that Cavern Clay acts as this neutral, so you can really use it with black. I love the idea of using it with this ebonized wood. We were talking about cerusing, which if you don't know what cerusing is, it's a treatment that brings out the wood grain in furniture. And what I love about like cerusing is the fact you almost get a two-tone effect with the wood.
Absolutely.
You get the grain as well as you get the color of the wood. But it's like, think of Cavern Clay with a sea drift color, which is really big for us this year, as well as indoor outdoors. Think of it with black. I also think of it with, it's like a really beautiful traditional piece of furniture. You're seeing on the screen right now, we have this recycled wood, it's like there, but it easily goes well with, it's like a
industrial.
It's like, right. Industrial, it goes well with traditional, but also those pieces of wood furniture that people don't think about, like oak, for example. It goes really well with something like that.
Exactly. Well, one of the questions we get all the time is, I like this color, but I'm terrified. I don't know what it's going to look like in my room. I don't have the confidence to paint. So we have this great new feature on our Color Snap app. It's augmented reality. It's AR,
Nice.
right? So you can take your phone and
so
hold
you're
it up
just
in a room and kind of scan across the room, and it'll automatically put that color on the wall. So just another tool to help people with color. So let's move on to Rosebud.
So Rosebud, and for those not familiar with Rosebud was our way of bridging millennial pink with a Pottery Barn sensibility. It might be the first time you'll ever hear the word chalky used in a positive way, but it has this edge to it, and it has a tremendous amount of white to it, which makes it really livable. It's not that ballerina bubblegum pink that I think people are afraid of.
Agreed, totally.
And also, it's also that pink that I think a guy would really like. I mean, the little tidbit, pink was originally a color that was for men.
Right, and Victorians,
exactly.
Right? Pink was a masculine color.
Like, it was a masculine color. So
People don't know that. That's a great thing to bring up.
So guys, you can use pink in your space and feel good about it. And what I love is the fact that since it does have so much white in it, you can use it across the entire plane. I think sometimes if you did a pink wall, accent wall, it can look a little too contrived. But now when you use it across the entire plane, so you see we use it on the trim.
Walls, trim.
Exactly, the
absolutely,
ceiling.
trim.
You have this really great sense of tonality, modernity to it, and it actually looks really, really great, again, with a sea drift or a light colored wood, as you're seeing in the picture here.
And it does, and it's a way to take this sort of quintessentially feminine light color and make it really sophisticated. So yeah, that was a great thing to mention. So
I mean, and also, I think, again, it's one of those great opportunities where if you're thinking about, doing color, do it for a discount. I mean, let's be honest.
Let's be honest.
If you go to potterybarn.com/colors, we actually have $15 off of $75. So it actually makes, being a little bit more adventurous in your color choices a little bit more palatable because you're not spending full price for it.
absolutely, absolutely. So definitely head into the store for that great discount. So we're going to talk about blue next. Blue is an iconic color always. You're going to talk about it from your favorites, but one of my favorites this year is a color called Distance. And I think the easiest way to describe it, it's a really beautiful dusty denim blue. Here we show it in a hallway. Again, it just sort of brings the idea of the casual, the coastal, the country, the rustic. It kind of all blends together with this fusion of this gorgeous color, and I highly recommend it. So one more thing, I have a great question from Dana. She asks, I have paint paralysis, help. How do I suck it up and just pick a color? That's a big problem probably for your shoppers, but certainly for Sherwin-Williams shoppers.
I mean, everyone has paint paralysis. And if you're not a designer, it's really difficult to imagine what a color is going to look like on your walls. And I think there's a couple of different solutions that I think me and you both have.
We can talk
but
about
I think the first thing that I would tell Dana is think about what colors are in your closet. What do you already love?
Right.
And honestly, people say they have paint paralysis. What they have is choosing paralysis.
Right. They're afraid.
Right. And most people aren't as afraid with what they wear in their bodies. So first start there, and then you can start to extrapolate.
Absolutely.
But then I think you have a tip as well.
I do. So beyond just our Color Snap app, we have this amazing program that we're watching, which is the Color Snap in-home consultation program, or swconsultation.com, which I think the URL is going to come up on the screen. But this program is amazing. There are actually Sherwin-Williams designers that can come into the home for a small fee, and you can get a customized color-selected color palette, and then go into your local Pottery Barn store to pick out furniture. So again, we'll keep talking, but just something to consider if you're looking for colors in your home and want some personalized help. So let's talk about our favorite.
So you have Distance, We have navel, and navel is this beautiful navy color that I absolutely love. As you see on the screen right now, we did it in a bedroom for 2018.
Oh, that's
but
beautiful.
The first thing that I love about navel is that it really is a neutral. We put enough blue in it that it doesn't turn blue-black, as I think a lot of navies do.
Well, and when we were talking about the combination of blue and black,
Right.
there's enough chroma in naval,
Right.
so it doesn't look like two colors fighting each other.
Right. It's
beautiful.
I mean, I love the fact that people don't think about blue and black together. They think the traditional blue and white, and I think that blue and black brings up a really great way of bringing the sense of urban and trendiness to a space without basically making it too trite. But the other thing that I love about this blue in particular is that you can use it in your entire home. So whether it's in
Right.
your bathroom, your hallway, or in your entryway or your dining room, it's one of those colors you can have a blue house and not have it be one note.
Absolutely. I love it. I love it. So I'm going to talk about another new favorite. It's kind of a new favorite. It's Shitake. It's an oyster mushroom colored neutral, but it's one of my new favorite introductions for 2019. And why do I love it? I love it because it's a bridge from gray. So we've spent 5 years talking about gray and how much we love gray, and we do love it. But colors are warming up a little bit, as we see with our color of the year. So Shitake is that color for me. It's just a little bit it's not beige, it's a warmer neutral that goes with everything. And you can see it on screen here behind the coat rack. It's just a lovely color. It's very livable. It pairs well with natural materials like woods or leathers. It goes great with black. It goes great with white, blue. So really versatile. So definitely a color to check out. So I have a question from Allie.
Okay.
And she asks, what are your favorite kitchen and living room combo colors? So you want to take that one?
Sure. First off, I just like saying the word shiitake. So
it's a good word, right?
It's a good word.
Yes.
So that aside, for me, what is a classic combination is always going to be a blue and white. It's like a blue and white for us is tried, true, traditional, but you can do it with a modern twist. I think the twist is going to come in at not white cabinetry, put the color on the cabinetry, and you're actually going to have that wonderful inverse. It's like, in fact, that the cabinetry is going to become that focal point, which I
Right.
think if you're going to spend so much
money
money
on
on
a kitchen,
right,
right?
then
Agreed.
you basically want to put where you spent your biggest bang for your buck up front.
Absolutely, and I agree. One of the best trends, I think, in kitchen for 2018 and 19 is this tuxedo look, which is white and another opposing color, black, peppercorn, navel, some other sort of strong contrasting color. We have another question from Julie, and she asks, what's the best trending color for a nursery for a baby girl? I think what we're loving the most about nursery colors now is they're sort of androgynous. They're not little boy colors, little girl colors. They're kind of neutrals, and they live sort of in the middle of that. Much more sophisticated.
So much so.
Not duckies and puppies. You know, we're seeing
more
really,
rainbows
yes,
and
really
teddy bears.
beautiful, high style rooms.
For us at Pottery Barn, we just launched Modern Baby through our PB Kids line, and we're seeing a massive trend in black and white. It's
Which
like
is awesome.
a black and white with a touch of natural wood, or again, the touch of caramel. It's like in there, it turns a nursery into a really sophisticated space. But more importantly, I would also just venture to say, parents, you are going to spend majority of your time that first year in there, so pick a color you like. Because as soon as that baby's able to walk, you're going to be changing the room around again, and most likely repainting.
Right, new bedding, new tchotchkes, new everything that happens as kids get
everything.
older. That's a great tip. So another color that we're really loving is extra white. And I'll talk about why I love it in a second, but why don't you tell us, Courtney, why it's a key color for you?
Extra white, you see on the screen right now, we painted in a bedroom for 2018. And extra white, it's one of those dynamic colors. It's that dynamic white, which is why I love it. It changes based on the day of time. It's a really forgiving white, and it doesn't come off bland or cold that a lot of times white can, but it also makes wood tones look beautiful. Look, if you look on the screen right now, the wood looks fantastic.
Everything pops,
and
yep.
that's what a white room does. It provides a fantastic background for you to display your artwork, your tapestries, your bedding. But also it's one of those whites that, we do have clients that love an all-white room. It's like they love an all-white home.
White on white on white.
Our design crew members, which I'll talk about a little later, really love extra white because it's one of those it's one of those colors that you can paint across an entire space.
Absolutely, and my perspective is it's a great neutral white. It's not too cool, it's not too warm. It sort of becomes everything that it's coupled with or paired with. So I think it's a great choice. So we are winding down on our time. A little sad, but one thing I want to talk about is we've talked about our design tools to help select color. We've talked about our in-store consultants, but Pottery Barn has an amazing service as well. So Courtney, I'll let you talk about
Right,
that.
we have our design crew, and while I may not be able to go to every store and basically provide personalized service, but
Right.
every store has one of me, if not several of me. It's like trained designers. They basically are there to help our customers choose everything from once they've had that color from you all, from a color consultation, to picking out furniture and accessories. But more importantly, people think, A, does it cost anything?
Right.
It's free.
It's free. It's
and
amazing.
Number two, they can do everything from help you pick out simple pillows to doing an entire home. So there's no job that's too big or too small.
It's an amazing, amazing service. So I highly recommend going into your local Pottery Barn store for more information from the design crew or just inspiration. One thing that we did put together for this was
speaking of inspiration,
yes, all the beautiful things that you've seen here today have been curated on a Pinterest board. So we'll show the URL up here on the screen in just a moment. But I want to say thank you to Courtney.
Thank you
for the amazing discussion. Thank you to the Easton store here in Columbus. This is where we're filming, which they gave us all these wonderful props. So we can't thank you enough for your help. And the audience, hope you enjoyed it. Hope you got some more information for what's coming in 2018 and 19. And feel free to post more questions. We will take care of responding to them after the broadcast. So anything else?
No, again, thank you so much for having us. It's like color is always about expressing your personality and expressing about who you think you really are. And we couldn't find a better partner than with Sherwin-Williams. So thank you.
I couldn't agree more. So thank you, everybody. Thanks, everybody.
Bye, everyone.